Hello and welcome to our end of the year awards celebration, our last virtual celebration, hopefully. It's been quite a crazy year, but I just want to say how proud I am of all of the students for all the hard work they did this year and all of the adjustments that they made, and you as parents as well, in this very unusual and unprecedented year. So our first student is Oliver Perez in kindergarten, moving on to first grade. Here's some pictures of Ollie working both at school and at home. Right now he's very into tiger masks. We're going to give Ollie the Elephant Award for his ability to bring a ton of life and fun to everything that he does. And also the Fox Award for his ability to cleverly solve problems. He's definitely a problem solver. Our next student is Natalie Gutierrez, who's in first grade, moving on to second grade. Here's a picture of Natalie. Some more pictures from the year. Natalie gets the Dear Award for being a gracious friend that treats all people in a gentle and kind way. And also the Butterfly Award for her ability to create beautiful illustrations and artwork. Natalie is quite the artist. She wants to be an artist when she grows up. She tells me every day she's going to be an artist when she graduates. Our next student is Abram Bailey. He's in second grade, moving on to third grade. Here's a picture of Abram and one with his sister Alea jumping in the picture. Here's some pictures of Abram working throughout the year. Abram gets the Caterpillar Award for the way that he has grown and changed this year as a reader and a learner. He's really come a long way with his reading abilities. And the Peacock Award for his creative use of color. Abram loves color, he loves to draw, and he likes to have all of his markers in order. He knows exactly which one's missing. Our next student is Caden Huslip, who's in second grade, moving on to third grade. Here's a picture of Caden and our balloon arch. Some more pictures of Caden throughout the year. Caden gets the Giraffe Award for not being afraid to stick his neck out and try something new. Caden's always trying new things. He's not afraid to try anything, and I really love that about him. And the Spider Award for his ability to spin together great stories that captivate readers and listeners. He is also a fantastic storyteller. Our next student is Gabriel Gomez, who's in third grade, moving on to fourth grade. Here's a picture of Gabriel in our balloon arch. Some pictures of Gabriel working in the classroom. Gabriel gets the Octopus Award for always lending an extra hand to a friend in need. He really does love to help out other students in the classroom. And the Eagle Award for having a sharp eye for detail and always wanting to understand how and why things work. Our next student is Zaylin Martinez in fourth grade. Here's some pictures of Zaylin. Zaylin was a virtual learner for most of the year, or for all the year. So these are lots of pictures of him at home. He's very into gnomes right now, and I was so lucky to get a hand-painted gnome from Zaylin this year. Zaylin gets the Kangaroo Award for always jumping into whatever we are doing or learning. Being a virtual learner, Zaylin kind of had to be very flexible and be willing to kind of jump into things, and he usually did a really good job. And he also gets the Crab Award for his ability to get through his math facts in a snap. He really came a long way in his math facts this year and his math skills. Our next student is Jacob Mena in fourth grade. Jacob was also a virtual learner this year. He did so much hard work this year. And big thank you to Mom for really pushing him at home. He stayed on schedule, worked really, really hard, made a ton of progress this year, even in the virtual setting, and I'm really proud of him. Jacob gets the OWL Award for being a diligent student that loves to learn and share knowledge with others. And the Bookworm Award for his love of reading and his ability to figure out unknown words. Jacob loves to read words and loves to type words into his lamp and share them with everyone, so definitely deserves this Bookworm Award. Our last student is Mason Rankin in 4th grade. Moving on to 5th grade, here's Mason in the balloon arch. Some pictures of Mason working throughout the year. Mason gets the Firefly Award for his ability to light up the classroom with his kind heart and his smile. His smile is infectious, and so is his giggle. The Cheetah Award also goes to Mason for his strength and speed as an athlete. He is quite the acrobat in the classroom. I'm so very proud of all of our students, again, for all of their hard work this year. It definitely wasn't easy all around, and they were troopers through everything. I'd like to give some staff appreciation also. Without amazing staff in the academy, we couldn't do what we do. I couldn't do what I do, and the students wouldn't be as successful as they are. So I want to give some shout outs to some of our very important staff. First up, we have Miss Bonnie. Miss Bonnie really is the most efficient person I've ever worked with. When I ask her to do something, chances are she's already done it before I even ask. She keeps our classroom so clean and organized. I really love her calm personality, and she just does a great job working with all of the students. We're very lucky to have her in our classroom. We have Mr. Daniel. He is a fantastic addition to our classroom. Mr. Daniel kind of floats between Miss Baker and me, and he is always right where he needs to be when he needs to be there. And he can walk into the classroom and know exactly what he needs to do and what he needs to work on and how to work with students. He's so flexible. We did forget his birthday this year, and I feel terrible about that, but I will never forget all the hard work that he does, and I tell him all the time that we really appreciate him in the classroom. Next, we have Miss Raina. Miss Raina is our creative talent for sure. If we need anything done and made in the classroom to make our classroom more beautiful, we know exactly who to go to. Miss Raina's had a tough year, and she's really handled all of the adversity with grace, and we really appreciate all of her hard work. We just couldn't do it without Miss Raina, and we just love having you in class. She does such a good job working with tough students, and we're so thankful for everything that she does for us. Here we have Mr. Gilbert, who left us a few weeks ago to go pursue other things, but Mr. Gilbert has been with us since the beginning, and we have been so lucky to have him for almost 4 years. Here's him being silly with Gabriel. He really did whatever he needed to do to break through to kids and, break them out of behavior or out of a bad mood and get them back on track. And our classroom was so much better having him in there. And he just really connected with our kids, as you all know. So we wish him the best. We miss him a lot. And I just couldn't leave him out of our staff appreciation because he was so important to our classroom. Here we have Miss Baker, our other counterpart teacher. She has the inclusion side of things, but Miss Baker helps out in our classroom all the time, and there really aren't enough words to thank her for everything she's done this year. She goes over and above and beyond every single day for kids, and I'm so happy that some of our kids will be moving up to Miss Baker next year, and I know that they'll be in good hands with her. So we are so lucky to have Miss Baker in our lives. Here we have Mr. Gibbons, our speech pathologist. We definitely can't leave him out. He is an integral part of our classroom. He is so much fun. The kids just flock to him when he comes into our room. As you can see, he's the fun one. So the kids love to play with Mr. Gibbons. And the thing is, Mr. Gibbons is doing speech with them the whole time, and they don't even know because he is making it so much fun for them. And that's not always the case, and we're so thankful to have Mr. Gibbons as part of our team. Some of you might not know Miss Ruby, but she really is our sixth man on our team, or our sixth woman. She is the attendance clerk in the office, but honestly, she helps out on our special education team so much. She is always out there in the front in the morning. She walks our students in. She makes sure that they get breakfast. She makes sure that they get what they need. She helps with behaviors when she can. She jumps in all the time, and I tell her all the time, if I could bring her onto our team, I definitely would. So she's our unofficial team member, and I just want to give her a huge shout out because Miss Ruby really, really takes care of our kids like they're her own. And finally, we have Miss Heather, who you may know as the pre-K4 teacher. But next year, Miss Heather will be moving up to our transition classroom, and Miss Heather and I will be co-teaching, which is so exciting. And I'm so looking forward to what that looks like and the collaboration between Miss Heather and I and the opportunity to serve kids in a different way. Definitely as our academy is growing and changing and kids are moving up, we needed to rearrange our staffing just a little bit. And so Miss Heather is going to be joining us and collaborating with me next year to work with our transition kids. So very much looking forward to that. And you can enjoy all of these crazy pictures of me and Miss Heather. We've been together for the last 5 years as across the hall teammates, and now we get to be co-teachers, and I'm so excited about it. Last but not least, I definitely want to thank parents. You guys have worked so hard this year. We know it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy on our end either, but you guys made sure your kids were here. You made sure that they had everything they needed. You made sure that we had everything we needed. You sent Lysol, you sent gloves, you sent wipes, you sent masks, you sent everything. You sent snacks. Every time we ask for something, you're right there with everything that we need. And I just can't say thank you enough to you guys for helping out with everything and making this year amazing, even though it was difficult. We're looking so forward to next year and hopefully some normalcy. But thank you again for everything you've done this year, and congratulations to all of your students.